What did you see specifically that allowed you guys to break it open there?
We cared, finally. Yeah, I mean, I challenged our guys in a big way at halftime. You know, the way we played in that first half was just, that can't be who we are with 10 games to go in the season. And, you know, I told them, I said, I'm not Merlin the Magician. I don't have a magic wand when the playoffs start that we can get back to playing at a high level. We have to start doing it. And to do that, our guys have to care and put forth the proper effort. That's all that changed. Wasn't a game plan, wasn't any adjustments. It was just challenge everybody individually and collectively to go out there and play like you cared. And to your point, we won the game in that quarter. I just don't know why it takes a halftime speech for that to happen at this stage. But we finished this road trip 3-2. I believe we're over 500 on the season on the road now. One of the few teams to have a winning record on the road. And 9 games to go. So I'm proud of our guys for responding.
You always say you're only going to go so far if you're the lone voice. Did anybody else say anything at halftime and challenge anybody?
I give Jamal Murray a lot of credit. You know, I told him walking off the floor tonight, I thought he was a leader tonight. You know what I mean? Like, it's great that we have veterans. It's great that we have DeAndre and Jeff and Ish. We need our guys to speak. You know, we just can't always be on the old heads. We need our guys to speak. And I heard Jamal in the hallway walking off the court, and he said, "Hey, man, we're both right now, just going through the motions." And so when, you know, Jamal speaks up like that, that's impactful. And I followed it up with a couple of choice words, and our guys responded. So I'm just happy that we got the win. I really am. And we did it with defense and running and attacking in that third quarter. That's who we have to embody for as close to 48 minutes as possible.
I think you hit 7 of your 15 threes in that third quarter as well. The 15 of 32 from the three-point line, what was that a product of?
I thought we had countless examples of guys passing up good shots for great shots, you know, being truly unselfish, playing a selfless brand of basketball. Michael Porter obviously had it going tonight, shooting into a big basket, 6 of 9 from 3. But I thought the 28 assists, only 10 turnovers. But I felt we had some very good examples, Katie, of playing with that 0.5 mentality that we always talk about.
And as you just mentioned with Jamal, and even in pregame, the answer that you told me about guys speaking up, suspiciously missing was Nikola. You haven't mentioned him. Has he not progressed to that level of being a vocal leader?
He is, I think 8 years now we've been together, he has improved every year. So I give him credit for improving, and he's kind of like E.F. Hutton. You know, he picks his spots. I wish he'd pick more spots because his impact, like Jamal's, is really impactful. And he's done it. I mean, again, you know, the guys and ladies in here that cover us on a nightly basis know that. There was an example in Houston when he got the group together before the game even started to challenge them. So he's definitely done it. But I think a challenge for all of our guys, not just Nikola, is to bring that every night. You know, it's not just bringing forth the effort and the defense and the unselfishness, but also, you know, and that's why I learned this a long time ago, Candace. Jeff Van Gundy told me this. Being a leader is hard. There's not many of them out there. Being a leader is hard because you have to be willing and able to do the right thing every single day. And it's a long season. And so I think Nikola's definitely grown in that area, but all of our guys can continue to improve in that.
And I'm sure you thought you were going to get out of a city without being asked about MVP. So I don't know what the word is. Is it refreshing? Is it rare that superstar of his caliber does not seemingly publicly care about the race? He doesn't promote himself. Is that what's the word for you for that?
That's just, I think, genuine. I mean, that's who Nikola is. You know, I mean, he's with all the success, all the fame, all the fortune. From my perspective, I've been with him from day one. He's never changed. And as you know, as long as you've covered this league, that's a rarity. When you win 2 MVPs and when you win games at a high level and when you sign the richest contract in NBA history, that changes most people. And Nikola is still the same person. He's humble. He's selfless. He's embarrassed by the attention. And the only thing I'll say on that is, and I think this year, compared to the last 2 years, I think this year, unfortunately, is just taken a really ugly, nasty turn in the MVP conversation. And I think it's really turned a lot of people off, including him. And what's happening now is there's so many guys that could win the MVP this year. Great candidates. Joel Embiid is a great candidate. Luka Doncic is a great candidate. Jason Tatum, whoever you want to put in that mix, like those are all deserving. But what happens in today's society is that everybody, it's like when I was a college coach, all the negative recruiting, it's not promoting my guy, it's ripping down every other guy. And that's just ridiculous. This game is, as Adam Silver told us at the All-Star break, the game is in a great spot. The league's in a great spot. We have great players. Celebrate them. Don't criticize. Don't tear them down. Build them all up. And whoever wins it, good for them. And that's one thing that's been really disappointing this year with the whole MVP conversation and all the hot takes. It's really just gotten ugly and nasty, and I really don't care for it.
Let me go where you want to go. I'll go.
Well, there's only one of you guys,
Yeah, I
so
know.
I mean,
Again, you got 9 games. You keep talking about it, and you said in pregame it's about the postseason, what y'all do. Regular season's fine, but it's what y'all do after that. How concerned, and what do you see over the next 48, 72 hours that you want to try to tweak with the second unit, who I felt again struggled a little bit tonight?
yeah, I mean, it's it's a little difficult tonight because Jamal had it going once again, so I kept him in the game. So when that second unit was out there, there was no Nikola, no Jamal, and that's something where it's a delicate balance, Scott, because when Jamal's got it going, I don't want to take him out, but then there's an indirect influence and effect on that second unit, because now you're without 2 great players, 2 offensive guys that you can play through. So I'm going to have to figure out ways, even if Jamal's got it going, to get him out, to get him back in. I think he really helps that second unit and gives us an identity. But you're right. I mean, Zeke's just coming back. Jeff, we just got to find a way to get Bruce, Jeff, Christian, Zeke, Jamal, those guys, the reps, and help them out as best I can moving forward.
Can I ask one more?
Yes.
He took a rebound from Joker. Did Joker say something to him? You were laughing walking down the bench, and everybody looked like they were kind of giggling a little bit. I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, I think Nikola told him, hey, man, not when I'm in here. These are my rebounds. Those rebounds have my name on them. And then Christian, I think Christian is leading the league in fouls per minute right now. So we're going to ask him to put his hands behind his back next game. But I really think that Christian can be a difference maker in that unit because of his just energy and toughness. And to Scott's point and question, it's on me to help those guys as we move forward to Final 9.